What you see here is iPhone 15 Pro Max. Take a good look at this iPhone 15 Pro Max. It looks standard, right? But when I flip the phone, it's running Android. No, this isn't a cheap clone and it's not a video playback. This is a genuine iPhone running a fully functioning Android environment inside iOS. This is actually a full Android OS system with separate data, RAM and SSD storage. Today I'm going to show you how the impossible just became possible. So you are looking at the ultimate crossover, an iPhone 15 Pro Max running Android 14. Before you say it's fake, you can check the hardware. This is a real Apple device, but I've successfully virtualized the Android OS to run natively within iOS. If you've ever wanted the best of both worlds, you are looking at it. Let's dive into how this setup actually works. This is real iPhone with real Android 14. Seriously, I've managed to install the entire Android system inside iOS on this iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's fast, it's weird, and it's 100% real. Want to see how to install Android system on iOS? Stick around because I'm going to show you exactly how to do the same thing. I'm actually running a full Android system right here inside my iPhone, and as you can see, it's running incredibly smooth, just like a native Android phone experience. It comes with all the core Google services you would normally find on an Android device, including the Play Store, so you can download and install your favorite apps without any hassle. On top of that, you will get a fully functional camera that works great, and it does not stop there. You also get a solid lineup of essential apps built right in, including a phone app, a messaging app, and a file manager. The file manager feels very familiar if you have used Android before. It gives you full control over your files, just the way you would expect. Overall, everything is performed really well on this setup. As you see, this is a real iPhone 15 Pro Max, so when I flip the phone, you will see that it's an actually real iPhone. If I go to settings, about, you will see that my iPhone is running on iOS 26, which is the latest version for now. But with just a simple swipe like this, your iPhone will turn into a full native Android system with all Android features. So let me walk you through exactly how you can get this running on your own device. But before we jump into the installation, let me give you a quick breakdown of what this technology actually is. This is the PlugOS device developed by Trust Kernel. It's a secure and portable Android-based operating system that runs on a small thumb-sized piece of dedicated hardware. It functions as a plug-and-play solution that creates a complete, isolated, and private workspace across a wide range of devices, including Android phones, iPhones, iPads, Windows PCs, and Macs. The whole point of it is to keep your data protected from both software and hardware level threats, as well as use it as a private flash drive. Now let's open the package and see what we have inside the package. So let's make unboxing. Okay, this is the device, PlugOS developed by Trust Kernel. It comes with Type-C, so let's open this and see what we have. So this is the PlugMate USB-C device with end cap as well. Inside this device there is a full Android system in thumb size, crafted quite well out of aluminum and metal. And then further inside of the packaging, you will find access to the aforementioned activation key in the form of a QR code that you can scan on the device that you are plugging it into for it to be recognized that you are actually the owner and it's okay to boot into the system. And these are the instructions of the device. Make sure to take a look at this if you want to know more about it, and it has everything you need to know about this device. And there is also an extension cable as well, so if you wanted to plug it into a phone, you can make it a little less awkward in terms of angle. And finally here you will find an interesting little extra case for this tiny mini device. It's a little bit extra in my opinion. It seems like it's 3D printed, but it's cool to include it. So this is all what we have inside the package. So here you can stick the case over the device, snap it into this little chassis or shell if you really wanted to. It seems like it's 3D printed and also hides the logo and text as well, with some additional game vents here to prevent it from overheating, and it will look something like this instead, perhaps even more inconspicuous of sorts. And also you can use the extension cable as well, so if you wanted to plug it into a phone, you can make it a little less awkward in terms of the angle, which would now look something like this once you pop it on. So actually stays in place pretty decently using this flex cable. Okay, now I will show you how to set this up, how to connect it to your iPhone, and everything you need to know. So to get Android up and running on your iPhone or iPad, the first thing you want to do is open the App Store on your iPhone. Once you are in the App Store, tap on the search bar and type in PlugOS. From the search result, find the official PlugOS app and go ahead and install it on your iPhone. This is the official PlugOS app. Once the installation is complete, open the app, grant the necessary permissions when the prompts appear. Make sure to check this button here and tap the agree button to move forward. Okay, here go ahead and tap add new device. It will ask you to plug the USB drive and wait about 10 seconds. Here is the key part. You are going to need the physical PlugOS USB drive to make this work. You can order it directly from their official website or from the link below this video. So go ahead and plug it into your device. The moment you connect it, the app will automatically recognize it right away. Once the device is detected and connected, you should see a blue light flash on the USB drive as you see. So go ahead and hit next. Now you'll be prompted to scan the QR code that came included in your package, which is this one here. Tap on add product key. Go ahead and scan that code. Once scanned the code, tap confirm. Here you can type the name of the device. You can name it as you like. I will type Android. Okay, the system is now starting. Wait a few seconds. Your USB drive should show a red light as you see. If you see this red light, it means everything is well. Now here, before entering the Android system, you can configure some settings like enable or disable floating kit, enable or disable play sound, enable shared folder and clipboard. Once done that, go ahead and hit enter. Here select the language and hit next. Here choose the date and time and then tap next. Now you will need to set up a device lock to keep your workspace secure. So make sure to lock it with a password or PIN code. I will use PIN code. I will type 1111. Retype the code and hit confirm. Check this box here and tap agree. And boom, as you see, once the setup is fully complete, your very own Android OS running on your Apple device is ready to go. This is pretty cool, right? Now I have a full Android system inside my iPhone, and this is the PlugOS device developed by Trust Kernel. My final thoughts about this device. The best thing is that you can download any Android app or game and play it directly on your iPhone, and guess what? The little drive has its own processor, its own RAM, as well as its own SSD. So it's just like a phone inside a phone with a different resources that won't slow down your iPhone. You can run Android on any modern iPhone using USB Type-C. The Trust Kernel PlugOS, which claims to be a USB Type-C powered computing device, which is technically running on Android. You can plug it into any iOS device, any Windows PC, even a standard Android device, and gain access to a containerized environment in which this operating system is running on. In fact, this little thumb drive actually has its own processor, its own RAM, as well as its own SSD. So everything that you see here is powered by the internals of this thumb drive, which is why it's classified as a mini PC in a thumb drive form, and it's basically just using the display of whatever device that you are plugging it into. So it's very strange and bizarre concept, but also kind of cool in a way, I guess, that you have this cross-platform compatibility, but you might be wondering why would I need need something like this. To answer that, I will read to you guys an excerpt of how they describing this product. It's a quote: "A secure device which is a hardware isolated operating system, turning any iPhone, iPad, Android phone or tablet, Mac, Windows PC into a fully private, physically separated workspace for sensitive tasks, data and communications." So keywords there being private as in privacy and data sensitivity. It's a product that exists in the same realm as products like maybe Fairphones as well as Ubuntu phones, Linux devices that try to be de-googled in a way if you are more security conscious of running certain programs in an isolated environment that the normal operating system of your device is unable to access. So we have Android on top of Android, but again they are separated instances from one another. It doesn't really matter if your phone or tablet is really powerful in terms of processor speed or anything like that, since it's all using what installed on the USB drive. You can plug it into just a budget phone or really anything at all and it will still run exactly in the same way using its own guts. If you like this PlugOS device and want to buy it, you can buy it from the link below this video. So guys, this is our review for this product, and as always, if you enjoyed watching this video, give it a like, hit the subscribe button for more reviews, and peace.